Women cannot live without male attention. Never forget this, guys. Women cannot live without male attention. Even the most hardcore feminists out there, right? Who hate men, who can't stand men, who want to destroy men, destroy the patriarchy. Even those women cannot live without the attention of men, right? They just can't. For those feminists especially, they constantly need something to be angry about, okay? So for them, it goes beyond just the attention aspect. It goes beyond their own need for validation. It dives deep into hatred and anger. And without a man there, without a man's attention to motivate her to stay angry and hateful, she wouldn't be able to live, right? She wouldn't be able to live. I mean, really, feminists, the left, SJWs, they live for outrage. They live to stay in a constant state of anger. Without it, they wouldn't know how to cope with life. It's weird. It's like that has become their method for coping in life, sadly, is to stay angry, to stay outraged, to stay pissed off in life. Even if you were to solve all their problems, they would need to find something else to be pissed off about, angry about, hateful about, because they wouldn't know how to just function in life as a normal, happy, healthy person. This is why I tell you guys, you got to shut off the mainstream news, because the mainstream news's job is to keep you angry, feeling oppressed, feeling pissed off at the world, right? They don't want a bunch of happy citizens out there, you know, going about like with big smiles on their faces, because it would be the end of their news outlet. Their news programs, nobody would be watching them. So it's the same thing with these feminists. It's like they would not know how to cope with life otherwise if they weren't staying in this constant state of anger, right? So not to get too far off topic there, just a little tiny rant. Make no mistake about it, guys, at the end of the day, women, no matter what spectrum they're on, whether they're feminists or they're just normal women, they cannot live without male attention. Okay, they cannot. I remember I saw this video on YouTube that went viral of this girl, like this semi-attractive girl. I mean, I didn't think she was that attractive. She was walking through New York City for like half an hour, and then this camera filmed her like, oh, look at all the catcalls. Look at all the whistling from these toxic men. This abuse that she is enduring just as a woman who wants to walk down the street. And I still believe like a good portion of this viral video was staged, because I'm like, A, she's really not that attractive. I mean, I'm not attracted to her. I don't see anything that spectacular about her. I could see why guys would probably catcall her a little bit, maybe because of her body and stuff. For me, it all starts with the face. If the girl doesn't have like a pretty face, I could care less what her body looks like. I mean, for me, it has to start with the face. I didn't find this chick too attractive, but here she was walking down the street in New York City, getting all sorts of attention from construction workers, general contractors, guys who are drilling holes in the streets. I mean, of course, what do you expect? Of course these guys are gonna whistle at you. You know, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of these guys will, because they're sitting out in the hot sun all day, and then they see something, you know, they're surrounded by men. All of a sudden, something feminine walks by, and this chick was wearing like a dress and the heels, and she had her hair done and her makeup done, and I mean, I'm like, come on, man. Really? Really? You know, give me a break with this. Even for that girl, okay? Even for that girl, as much as they were like, oh my gosh, look at all this attention. She's unwanted attention she's getting from these guys. That was not bringing her ego down. That was bringing her ego up, right? That was validating her even more. She didn't go home that night after filming that feeling bad about herself, feeling worse about herself, wanting to bury her head in the sand. No, she went home that night feeling great about herself. She was like, I'm the cat's meow. Man, look at all these guys who wanted me. Look at all these guys who were whistling at me. Look at all these guys who were feeding me attention. Because at the end of the day, women cannot live without male attention. If we were to stop giving women attention, like just take even just one day off of giving females attention, don't look at them, don't whistle at them, don't catcall them, don't approach them, just ignore them for one full day, it would shatter their worlds. I mean, it sounds like a far cry, right? But I truly believe it would shatter a lot of their egos. Because right now, a lot of these females are a little too inflated with ego, right? They're just a little too inflated. And a lot of that is due thanks to social media. The places where these women get the most attention is on social media, believe it or not. It's not actually out on the street like this video was trying to portray. Like, oh, women, look at them on the street, they're getting whistled at. No, I mean, right now, it's at least in this point in time, a lot of attention that is being given to these females has moved online, right? So these girls who are on Instagram, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever the new hottest social media platform is, this is where these girls are getting attention. Once these girls upload a photo of themselves, she doesn't even have to be that cute. She will get hundreds, even thousands of likes from just beta orbiters, right? Just feeding her attention. Of course, it's making her feel better about herself. And I will tell you this as a professional pickup artist, as somebody who has been going out there 4 to 5 times per week, right? Cold approaching for the last 3 decades, I've seen it myself. I have never seen women's egos, at least here in the Western, in the Western world, right? I've never seen Western women's egos so inflated to the point where they have literally become the epitome of the clinical diagnosis of a narcissist, right? If you Google and look up the symptoms of a narcissist, you will see a lot of these girls that you follow on social media, that you're liking their photos, they are displaying classic traits of a female narcissist. 100% due to all of the attention that she's getting from these beta orbiters on her social media accounts. Okay? Now imagine if all of these guys were to suddenly stop giving her attention. Say that, one of these girls that you might be following, for example, she might be a model. She uploads a hot photo of herself in a bikini in a bathing suit, right? She uploads a photo and she doesn't get a single like from a guy, right? The only like she gets is from family, like female family members, and maybe a couple of her girlfriends, right? Because the rest of her girlfriends probably hate her secretly, right? You know how you women are. You hate each other. She uploads a photo of herself that she's expecting to get like 10,000 likes, like she normally gets, the normal 10,000 likes in the first hour. That's normal for her, right? All of a sudden, she gets 6 likes. One from her mom, one from her auntie, 2 from her girlfriends, and 2 from her old classmates from kindergarten. Gets 6 likes total, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, where's my 10,000 likes? And where are my 800 comments from my beta orbiters that are telling me how beautiful and how gorgeous I am and how I'm just a princess? Where are they? And all of a sudden they're gone. That chick would freak out. Right? That chick would freak out. If we as men were to stop giving these women so much attention overnight, right? We're just to cut it cold turkey. You know what would happen? Instantly, these chicks' egos would go from here to here, back down to normal, right? It would never go below that. I mean, these girls will always have ego because there's always going to be beta orbiters out there, right? But if we were to just stop giving them attention for just one day, their egos would go from here all the way back down to normal, to here. Where it should be, where it was before social media. I mean, again, I blame social media for a lot of the just explosiveness in female entitlement, female narcissism, egomaniacal behavior that a lot of these females are displaying these days, thanks to all the beta orbiters who are just showering her with compliments on a daily basis. But imagine, guys, imagine if we took away that male attention for just one day. I mean, that would bring her ego from here right back down to here where it should be. Back down to normal, back down to where it was before social media, right? Bring from here, these unhealthy, narcissistic levels, back down to normal. Okay, and again, I do blame social media for a lot of the just insane amounts of narcissism and displays of narcissism that you're seeing from a lot of females today. I mean, not all, right? Not all. Not all, because I've been able to find a number of females out there who aren't even on social media, who don't want to be part of it. They don't want to have an account where they're getting all these likes and comments from strangers, guys that they don't even know. I've dated girls who don't even want to have a social media account. They don't even want to be on it, and that's totally understandable. But for the girls who are on it and who are feeding off of basically beta male attention, you know who you are, right? You know who you are. But at the end of the day, can women live without male attention? The answer to that is no, right? No. I mean, why would these girls have any motivation to do their makeup, to get dressed up, to buy nice clothes, to buy expensive purses, to stay fit, to eat healthy, to diet, right? If male attention were to stop today, these chicks would just let themselves go. Why would they even bother to work on themselves? Even for the girls who are overweight out there, they would be 10 times even more overweight if it weren't for the sprinkles of male attention that she gets from time to time to kind of keep her from, ballooning tenfold. Women cannot live without male attention. Make no mistake about it. Okay? Make no mistake about it. That's all I'm going to say for today's coaching video. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. Okay, more importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. When you're subscribed, you get all of my uploads fresh as I upload them, so you won't have to search YouTube for them. And sometimes YouTube even removes a fresh upload that I just did. And for you guys who are subscribed, you're able to watch it before it gets taken down. But guys who are not subscribed, they don't get it, and then you start messaging me like, hey, where's the video? How can I get it? And I'm like, it's gone, right? It's gone. YouTube took it. So this is why you want to make sure you're subscribed. So please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And for all you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to support me is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you, just like you, how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students who are in my program, 7 Months of Mastery, are approaching and closing every single week all over the world. And I kid you not, we are doing this all over the world, no matter what virus is going on in the world, no matter what type of racial havoc is going on in the world, protests, riots, any crazy shit that's going on, we are still out there crushing it and making things happen. Okay, so if you want to get into 7 Months to Mastery, this is the absolute best way to support my work. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, just $1. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.